Hello, hi, I'm Diana Soul. You can call me Diana or Soul, that's fine. The character you see on screen is called Soul as well. I'm designing a new Sona for me, because you can never have enough. Originally I was going to make a PNG tuber, which is what the sprite you see on the screen is for, but unfortunately I wasn't able to get it working, which is admittedly a bit unfortunate. But this Sona is supposed to represent me a lot more, the things I like, any weird quirks I want to add in general, and more importantly, it actually has a species. No idea what Soul is. Nothing. But I'll be making it of my original species, known as the Phasm or Vanta, but I kind of just call them Void Walkers because that's literally what they do. They kind of walk through space in herds, which is very fun. This one is based off me in a lot of aspects. This isn't the best recording, it's completely unscripted. The Vanta have quite a lot of unique traits. For example, their facial structure, whilst resembling humans, they always have matched amount of eyes and mouths, as well as the ability to move them around, and often placed at skew angles. Not all Vanta have horns or ears or even tails, but when they do, these are always long tendrils, while the horns are often ram-like in a way, which also works with the tail, which is often unicorn or goat-like in a sense. I don't think it's an actual goat's tail. I haven't looked at many goat's tails. I'm not entirely sure why I would. But it's an aspect of the creature design I really like. And when it comes to the clothing of this character, I've based off a lot of clothing I'd actually wear, or do wear, which is scene core style clothing, which is admittedly not easy to draw, and I did just realise that I forgot to add on all of the bracelets. I'll be doing that later probably. But essentially, lots of rainbows, lots of bright colours, lots of contrasts. I'm definitely putting a flash warning in the beginning of this, sort of needs it. But I really like how it turned out in general. Another thing you'll see is that the Sona has crutches, which none of my previous Sonas have had. Well, Soul has occasionally used a cane, and that is because I'm disabled, and I probably need a mobility aid, because it's hard to walk, but I don't have one, so this is compensation. Talking isn't really my strong point, if you can already tell, but I'm doing it anyway. But if you're wondering why sometimes I go silent, it takes me a bit longer to process my thoughts. And I hope that this channel will help me become a lot more confident in talking in general. As I believe I have previously stated, this is my first time doing something like this. Most of my content is either animation means, as seen on my videos section, or videos of the process of me making any of my masks or costumes, which is where the majority of my subscribers come from, which is nice. It's something I really like doing. but the art and animation side is something that I also really like. So I hope this video is a leeway into a bit of both, because it's quite hard to get an art style into 3D objects. I have one, but it's difficult. I am now just gonna let it run until the end. I'll show the final image once it's all done. And here is the final piece. I really like how it turned out and the character in general. Is it going to be a slight pain to draw? Yes, but that's okay. I really like it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.